Well, good morning, everybody. Time for model cars and coffee. It's actually Saturday morning when I'm filming this because I'm going to be going over to my buddy Dave's house on Sunday morning, so I won't get the opportunity to do this. But just wanted to say, hope you guys all have a great weekend, and wanted to show you the finished product on this Corvette. Still got just a few little touch-ups to do on it, but for the most part, it's done. I took it out in the sun this morning. And put it in sunlight so you can see the paint. So I'll splice that in somewhere in the middle of this video, and actually brought a couple of the bike builds out there too and did that. So I'll put that in at the end of this. But so this is pretty much it for me. Probably till the first of the year. I am going to primer some stuff this weekend. We got some cooler weather. 63 this morning, which is nice. Still painting weather. Next weekend's supposed to be in the 40s, so we got a front moving through. It won't stay that way, you know, it'll warm up, so I still got some painting time. So I've got 2 or 3 things I want to get in primer this weekend, and maybe even if I got time, I don't know, maybe start doing some base coat stuff. Of course, we got Thanksgiving coming up here in a couple of weeks, so kind of coming down to the wire. And usually in December, I just don't do a lot of model work. We're busy doing Christmas stuff and hanging with family and stuff, so really looking forward to that, and just love this time of year. So, so that's what's going on. But anyway, yep, the big Corvette. I built this display base out of plexi, really just to get the weight off of this. It's really incredibly heavy. The motor is really, I mean, because of the larger scale and the 3D print, it's pretty weighty. So everything was just kind of pushing down. One of the tires is already kind of flattened on the bottom on the other side from where it was stored in the box for years. I guess it got crushed up against the side of the box and it flattened it a little bit. So, but it was really, the weight was really pushing the tires down. So just by building these little plexi rods to mount on here and just get it up off the base, get all that weight, just, you know, the chassis is nice and sturdy. So, so that all helps. But so anyway, yeah, there's a finished product. Still, I'm gonna do a little chrome work in the bars on that bar that goes across where the butterflies are at. I want to do that in chrome. Everything's been touched up, and probably need to polish it a little bit better. I want to find some kind of license tag for it at some point. Don't know what I'm going to put on it, but so the blower scoop has got a magnet in it. It's removable, and the hood is removable. So it's pretty basic. I just did plug lines. Didn't get carried away. I'm just not into that anymore. Keep it simple. And, other than the 3D printed motor and the Kragers are 3D printed, this is pretty much out of the box. And does have a nice interior. I think of course I told you guys I used the gauge set that I got off of eBay from Best Model Parts in there, but everything else is just straight out of the box and just all glue and paint. So did have some trouble with the windows. They were warped, and I've got a few gap spaces in there, which I'm not happy about, but there's really, you know, I can't do much with the glass as far as heating it and reshaping it. It's just the body just had so much of a twist in it, and it really wasn't evident until I started to put those windows in. And I had them glued in. I used about probably 25 pieces of tape to hold it down, you know, for a day. Took the tape off, and several hours later came back by, and it was just popping up everywhere. So back down, I used the B6000 glue on it this time down in the corners, which I got a little bit of a bead kind of showing through the glass there. But put it in a few spots and taped it back down again for another day, and it's better, but there's still some gaps back here. It just didn't want to go in there right. So that was probably the biggest headache I had with the whole thing, other than when I initially started fitting that motor in there. Of course, I had to do a lot of grinding, a lot of cutting underneath the interior pan to get that chassis to fit, or the transmission to fit up in there. But it all worked out, and I'm happy with it. So I don't think anybody's ever done this to one of these kits before, so that's what I was after, to just do something different. So yeah, another one in the can, and I'm gonna do the other boat, like this one, that goes behind the 69 Dodge Charger. That's one of the things I'm gonna primer today. I'm also, I'm gonna primer up one of those unlimited class hydroplane kits that I got a few months back. I showed you guys those. So I'm gonna get one of those in primer. I've got something else out there and ready for primer. I've prepped 2 or 3 kits. I can't even remember what all I got out there. I've got them out in the garage, so I'll have to see what else I've got out there. I think the other one was a car, but I can't remember exactly what it was. So anyway, hopefully get some primer on that stuff today. I'm getting ready to start my morning run of chores and going to the grocery for my mom and going up to my mom's house and taking care of business up there. So I'm going to wrap this up. Like I said, I'll splice those other 2 bits of videos in here when I took these outside so you can see those, and may add something else later. But hope you guys all have a great weekend, a safe one, and hope everybody's doing okay. And we're doing fine. Like I said, I'm just addressing some health issues right now, but nothing conclusive right now, and not anything to worry about. My daughter's doing much better this week. Probably go down there this weekend and hang some pictures in her house for her that I've been trying to do for the last couple of weeks. But I'll try to get down there and do that today. And that's what's going on. So anyway, I hope you guys are all building, and hope you have some fun like I did with this project. It really was a good time. I really was happy. I really enjoyed painting this. I'm enjoying these larger scale builds. I just bought another kind of large scale model. It'll be here. I'll show that to you next week. We'll keep that for a little surprise. It's I think it's 1/12 scale. It's an old Lindbergh kit. So yeah, so we'll unbox that next week. I'll show that to you guys whenever it comes in. In the meantime, I'll see you soon. Okay? All right, you guys have a good day. Well, good morning. I wanted to bring a few things out in the sun, just so you can see the paint and some good sunlight. So it's really nice out this morning. It's like 63 degrees. Super nice. So if I could sit this out here, let's take a look. When these candy paints and flake just really comes alive, is out in the sun. Well, I figured I'd just go ahead and bring a few other pieces out here since it's so nice this morning. So put them in the sun for a minute there. Check them out. Try to keep the shadow off of them. It's a shaker trike. Of course, the evil iron. Light up in the sunlight. You can hear our local bird population.